absence. But I'm back and I'm better. I am devoting Mondays and Wednesdays to you. I did miss being here. I missed all you guys, my friends from all around the world. So today I'm freestyling because I just want to get back out there and talk to you guys and say what's up. I'm going to be talking about the murder of Martha Moxley. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it happened in the 1970s. We're going back. I actually watched this movie, the show on a Lifetime channel back in the day. It's really good. So, Martha Elizabeth Moxley was born August 16th, 1960 in San Francisco. Her parents moved to Bellhaven. It's like a rich community in Greenwich, Connecticut. So that is a big change going from the West Coast to the East Coast. So she was 15 years old in high school, the new girl in school. Beautiful blonde hair, beautiful blue eyes, just a happy-go-lucky girl, teenager. Her neighbors were a family known as the Skakels, and this is the juicy part. The Skakels are related to none other, the family that's well known, the Kennedys. These people were well connected and had a lot of connections, and obviously money. So, when you have money, you can get things done, right? So, Tommy was the older brother of the Skakels, Tommy Skakel. Then there was a little brother. His name was Michael. Now, Michael had eyes for Martha. He liked her. She liked him as a friend. He was more like quiet, introvert type of guy. But Tommy was like that fun, driving down the street fast, smoking cigarettes. And he was just really, really cool in a lot of girls' eyes. But a lot of girls told Martha, don't go too far with Tommy because he just sleeps with girls and then goes to the next. Right? So teenagers, that's exciting. Like this guy, well, Michael gets a little jealous that she is interested in Tommy and not him. He feels that he would be able to treat her way better than his brother. And this is the sad part. So, on the evening of October 30th, 1975, Martha Moxley left with friends to participate in a mischief night. And that's like the whole town, where the neighborhood youths would ring doorbells and pull pranks such as toilet papering somebody's home, like a mischief night. According to friends, Martha began flirting and eventually she kissed Tommy Skakel, the older brother of Michael Skakel. Martha was last seen falling together behind the fence with Thomas near the pool in the Skakel backyard at around 9:30 p.m. The next day, Moxley's body was found beneath a tree in her family's backyard. Her pants and underwear were pulled down autopsy indicated that she had been both bludgeoned and stabbed with the club, which was traced back to the Skakel residence. Now, in the movie, or documentary, whatever you want to call it, she was at this party with a lot of friends. It's Mischief Night, right? She kisses Tommy, and she's on cloud nine, and she's walking home because, you know, like, they're neighbors, so she was walking through, like, trees and stuff, and Michael comes behind her and beats her with the club. Mind you, this poor girl has blonde hair. When the police came, they identified her as a redhead because her head was bashed in and soaked in blood. Now, that's terrible. You are that angry at somebody because they don't like you. You bash their head in with a golf club. For what? It's so sad. 15 years old. Anyways. So, Tommy Skakel was the last person seen with Martha on the night of the murder. He became the prime suspect, but his father forbade access to his school and mental health records. Kenneth Littleton, who had started working as a live-in tutor for the Skakel family only hours before the murder, also became a prime suspect. However, no one was charged, and the case languished for decades. In the meantime, a lot of books were published regarding the case. Obviously, when it involves people like the Kennedys or relatives of the Kennedys or anybody of that high power society. Over the years, both Tommy and Michael Skakel significantly changed their alibis for the night of Martha's murder. Michael claimed that he had been window peeping and masturbating in a tree beside the Moxley property from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Okay. Two former students from Elan School, a treatment center for troubled youths, testified they heard Michael confess to killing Moxley with a golf club. One of the former students, Gregory Coleman, testified that Michael was given a special privilege and had bragged, "I am going to get away with murder. I'm a Kennedy." Okay, it must be nice. When William Kennedy Smith was tried and acquitted for rape in 1991, a rumor surfaced that he had been present at the Skakel house on the night of Moxley's death, with clear insinuation that he might have been involved. So it seems like they're trying to see who could have did it if it wasn't Michael. Although this proved to be unfounded, it resulted in a new investigation of the then cold case. The Sun and Associates, a private detective agency hired by Rushton Skakel in 1991, conducted its own investigation of the killing. The Sun report later leaked to the media revealed that both Tommy and Michael altered their stories about their activities the night of the murder. In 1993, Dominic Dune, father of the murdered actress Dominique Dune, published A Season in Purgatory, a fictional story closely resembling the Moxley case. In 1998, Mark Burnham's book, Murder in Greenwich, named Michael Skakel as the murderer and pointed out numerous mistakes made during the original police investigation. Even the Years Before Dune and Berman books, Greenwich police detective Steve Carroll and Frank Carr, as well as police reporter Leonard Levitt, had become convinced that the Skakel was the killer. Alright, now we have the trial. In June 1998, a rarely invoked one-man grand jury was convened to review the evidence of the case. After an 18-month investigation, it was decided there was enough evidence to charge Michael Skakel with murder. On January 9, 2000, an arrest warrant was issued for unnamed juvenile for Martha's murder. Michael Skakel surrendered to authorities. Later that day, he released shortly after on a $500,000 bail. Must be nice. That's a ton of money, guys. Wowzers. On March 14th, Skakel was arraigned for murder in a juvenile court since he was 15 years old at the time of Martha's murder. On January 31st, 2001, a judge ruled for Skakel to be tried as an adult. Skakel's trial began May 7, 2002 in Norwalk, Connecticut. He was represented by attorney Michael Sherman. Skakel's alibi was at the time of the murder, he was at his cousin's house. During the trial, the jury heard part of a taped book proposal, which included Skakel speaking about masturbating in a tree on the night of the murder. Possibly the same tree under which Martha's body was found the next morning. In the book proposal, Skakel did not admit to committing murder. Prosecutors took words from the book and overlaid them on a graphic image of Martha's dead body. In a computerized multimedia presentation shown to the jurors during closing arguments. In an audio tape, Skakel said that he was afraid that he might have been seen the previous night jerking off and had panicked. Through the jury heard the whole tape during the closing arguments. The prosecutor did not play the portion of the audio tape in which Skakel had said jerking off, giving the impression that he was confessing to a murder. On June 7, 2002, Skakel was found guilty of the murder of Martha Moxley and was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison. He was assigned to the Gardner Correctional Institution in New Haven, Connecticut. The prosecutors used the multimedia presentation during closing arguments, was included in Skakel's initial appeal in their brief. Responding to that appeal, the prosecution argued. This is what they argued. The state engaged in appropriate and effective advocacy by using trial exhibits to highlight certain evidence and inferences. Just as the state should not be deprived of most valuable evidence unless there is a compelling reason to do so, the state should not be prohibited from making its best arguments. The state use of audio and photographic exhibits during arguments was a matter of effective advocacy. The state did not, as the defendant claims, distort the evidence in any way placing certain exhibits next to defendant's words, or by displaying two related exhibits simultaneously. The state was making explicit the interference. It was asking the jury to draw to this job of an advocate. That's what the prosecution said. So, basically, he got 20 years to life. This guy, Michael Skakel, this is a teenager just falling in love, and we think we're in love when we're teenagers, and you end up liking the older brother or whatever, the boy in your class. You're in class with this guy, and he has an older brother. It just, I don't know why, it just happens that way. So, sorry, it's just a freestyle video, but I would research this and look at the different videos they have. I mean, like shows and movies. They have the case, and it's like a movie. Like I said, it like on Lifetime. I watched it on Lifetime with my mother, and oh my god, it was really good. I'm trying to tell you, normal teenager, like pretty girl, really nice and sweet. Everybody liked her, but like he beat her and bashed her head with a golf club while she was walking home from mischief night in like a rich area, Belhaven. Like, they found her the next morning dead on their property. She was almost home. She died on her property. I mean, and for him to use like, oh well, I'm a Kennedy, like I'm untouchable. That's sad. Like, I can't believe that. 15 years old. So, if you have any other requests or anything you want me to talk about, or you just want to just stop by and say hi to me, I am excited for that. Please do so. Like I said, I will be making videos Monday and Wednesdays, and I'm back. So, I hope you guys are doing well, stay focused, stay on top of things, and don't let nobody get you down. And that will be it for now. Don't worry, I got good things coming soon, but have a marvelous day, night, evening. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are so amazing. I love the ASMR community. Okay.